get over here.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the Juban Crossing Community Development District meeting, Thursday, September 13th, 2018. Ms. Andrew, please call the roll.
Mr. Ledwell.
Here.
Mr. Averett.
Here.
Mr. Mack.
Here.
Mr. Earlinghouse.
Here.
Mr. Talbert.
Here.
Mr. King.
Here.
Mr. Wascom.
Here.
Mr. Harris.
Here.
Mr. Ard.
Here. Mr. Jim Ryan.
Mr. R. is Jim Ryan with Government Consultants. As most of you are aware, at Juban Crossing there is a economic development district, a PIP district that collects taxes from the retail stores out at Juban Crossing. Those taxes support the bonds that were issued at Juban Crossing, the sales tax bonds that were issued for infrastructure, the roads, the water, the sewer, the lighting, the drainage, etc. There is also contiguous boundaries to the Economic Development District, a Community Development District, which you all act as the governing authority of. There is a cooperative endeavor agreement between the Community Development District and the Economic Development District that says in the event there is a shortfall in sales taxes to pay the note on the bonds or the EDD, the Community Development District will levy an assessment on undeveloped residential property within the district that is owned by Creekstone Developers, which is Mr. Keller, who most of you know. So what you're doing tonight is you are levying an assessment on undeveloped residential property wholly owned by Creekstone Development and Stephen Keller to make up the shortfall in the sales taxes that the Economic Development District has collected this year to pay the bonds. That's an agreement. So in effect, what's happening here is Mr. Keller is going to step to the plate, which he's always done, and he knew this went into it, to make up for any shortfall in the sales taxes on the bonds for the Economic Development District.
So to be sure, clear that the parish is not liable for the shortfall of these bonds. It will be picked up by Mr. Keller.
Parish is not liable for any event of default, shortfall, anything ever that goes on in the Community Development District or the Economic Development District.
That's good.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan. So
And this is not an assessment on anybody's property other than undeveloped property owned entirely by Creekstone.
What was the shortfall this year, Jim?
We don't know, Frog. It's going to be, you know, the plug is Coles. And I have no doubt that they could lease Coles for something. But Creekstone and the development team out there is pretty picky about what they want where. There's several spaces out there that I have no doubt they could lease up tomorrow at a rental rate. But they don't want to, they won't. They want the clients they want in there. And they have deep enough pockets to where that if they're not collecting sales taxes, they can step up and pay it through an assessment on the C.D.D. If there is no doubt in the numbers that if Kohl's had been up and operating, if Kohl's had rebuilt and come back like the others did, if they had been up and operating this year, we would be well ahead of debt service payments. And eventually that store will get leased. They have people, I know they're negotiating with people, and when it does, and Mr. Keller decides to lease the store at a price that he wants to lease it for, then there'll be the sales tax revenues there that he won't have to come out of his own pocket to make up the difference on the bonds.
Okay, is this resolution a one-time deal to just this year to?
It's a one-time, it's an annual assessment. We have to do the assessment before, where's Mr. Taylor at?
I think you left.
We have to get it on the assessor's rolls is the thing.
Did we have a shortfall last year?
Yeah. We did.
Like we did this last
Okay.
Well, yeah, we did it and it wasn't, that was a little different, Gary.
Because of the flood, huh?
Councilman Keller, because the shortfall last year was caused completely and totally by
The flood.
3-4 months of no sales
No
taxes.
sales.
Right.
So not only did we do an assessment, but they hit the debt service reserve fund
Okay,
for
I
a
knew.
big part of the debt service, which is exactly what the debt service reserve fund is for.
But this thing was set up really well to cover the people of Livingston Parish. So, and we still have this very nice place to.
And it's going to become significantly nicer.
It really will. Yeah. It's getting there.
The next phase is going to be some really nice housing, residential, and there's going to be a significant amount of that. It's going to be, I'm not a developer, so I don't know the word, but it's going to be in the area itself. And so, like on the bottom floor, you would have your CPA shop or whatever, and on the top floor you would have a living area.
Mm-hmm.
And and some other standalone
Some
residential,
mixed use
single
stuff
family.
we've been needing and should be doing, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be tied into the retail portion of it, which, once you have 400 people living there full-time, the sales are gonna go through the roof.
Certainly, yep,
And that will attract other retails and more development.
I agree. Thank you, all right.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. So if you need
Can I
a
get a
motion for the
motion
rest,
to accept this
I'll make the
resolution?
motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Wascom, second by Mr. Growlinghouse. Any comment from the public on this? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution passes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You all, gentlemen, have a
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim, appreciate it.
Is there any other business?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Talbot to adjourn, second by Mr. Growlinghouse. All in favor?
All
Meeting adjourned.
right.